Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Well, here's a couple of more aggressive growth stock picks for you with Bill Wilton, our aggressive growth stock strategist, who's gone through great pains to come up with two that he hopes you'll like. Mitcham Industries, MIND, the ticker symbol, is one of them. Company that supplies equipment to the oil and gas industry.
Yeah, what they do is they provide geophysical equipment. It's kind of a fancy word for just letting these drillers and explorers know what's actually under the ground before they start drilling.
I see.
Different type of technology that's involved in that. They also work with universities and other educational institutions, environmental agencies, all types of different organizations. But it is an interesting niche market because there's not a lot of companies that do this, and given how hot energy is, in the long-term trends, this is going to be, in high demand for a while now, as people are trying to get the most out of these wells that they're drilling.
Sure.
They recently reported record revenues. They were up 61% to $26.5 million. They beat estimates during that quarter as well, and then we started to see some bullish estimate revisions, mainly from the optimism from the company as well as the market as a whole, because not only did they beat by a few cents, which is nice to see, they actually doubled expectations, just about reporting 58 cents a share, which was 26 cents ahead of expectations. They've beat the consensus estimate in 4 of the last 5 quarters, so things are going very well for them. They are a Zacks number 1 rank from that earnings surprise, from the upward estimate revisions, all the other factors that go into that. But one of the things I like the most about them is you can see just how rapidly these full year earnings estimates are rising. The market and analysts are just in love with this stock right now. But the surprising part is they actually issued extra shares, which is usually dilutes earnings per share. The market tends to look down on that. But in this case, the stock actually rose, as did the EPS estimates, because they were able to strengthen their balance sheet and do a couple other things that actually improved the stock with that secondary offering.
Interesting. Then you've also written about Medidata Solutions recently, MDSO, the ticker. This company is a software services provider?
Yeah, you have these clinical trials in the medical industry, and they provide the software to help them keep track of all that data and things like that. So when someone's looking to apply for a new drug or something like that, they need to do all sorts of trials.
Right.
They specialize in the software to help those those clinical labs and things like that.
It's another niche market.
Yeah, manage their data. Yeah. So they actually missed in their most recent quarter, but the surprising thing is we started to see estimates rise despite the miss. So that just shows how much optimism people have moving forward. Despite the 3-cent miss, they reported 14 cents a share. But they did see some top-line growth, and they are having some M&A activity. They went out and bought up another company that's going to help them serve large and mid-market clients that are actually underserved right now. So people are optimistic about that area. And they're also trading at some pretty good valuations. Their PE is 20 times. The PEG ratio is 1.3. Not great value on the surface, but that is pretty good for their peer group. And it's a hot peer group right now. The industry ranks 27th out of 265 industries. And then the last thing I wanted to go over is it is a hot industry, but they are volatile. You can see here that shares have been trailing off, but they could get some support here. And if you look at the stochastic, that's showing that technically speaking, the shares are oversold. So you could see some buyers come in here trying to look for a good value and a good turnaround story.
Okay, do you own either one?
I do not.
You can check out more stock pick ideas on our homepage. If you're not there already, that is Zacks.com. And that is where we put 4 new stock pick ideas up there for you daily, one in each of the investing categories that we write about on the website. And when you get into a groove of a particular category, you can click on the most recent story, which is that pick that's posted on the homepage, and see the story that surrounds that company. And then if you go down the stock page, you can see an archive of some other stocks in that same category that have been written about recently, Bill's included, aggressive growth. With Bill Wilton, I'm Terry Ruffalo.